Good evening. This is Akashvani. I am Valsa Williams with the headlines. President Draupadi Murmu departs on a week-long state visit to two African nations of Angola and Botswana. Jamaica and Cuba thank India for sending humanitarian relief support following devastation caused by Hurricane Melissa. Russia launches fresh drone and missile attacks on Ukraine, killing 10 people and damaging major energy infrastructure facilities. Afghanistan accuses Pakistan's military of pursuing anti-Afghanistan policies and attempting to create tensions through manufactured pretexts. And India win T20 International Cricket Series against hosts Australia 2-1, fifth and final match in Brisbane abandoned due to rain. President Draupadi Murmu has left on a state visit to Angola and Botswana. She will reach Angola later tonight. This is the first ever state visit by an Indian head of state to Angola and Botswana. The visit underscores the importance India places on deepening its engagement with Africa and strengthening partnerships with nations of the global south. On the first leg of her visit, the President will hold bilateral talks with Angola President João Lourenço. She will address the Parliament of Angola and attend the 50th anniversary celebration of Angola's independence. On the second leg of her visit from the 11th to the 13th of this month, the President will be in Botswana. We have a report from our correspondent.
A vibrant partnership in the energy sector is at the core of India-Angola economic relations. Angola is India's second largest supplier of energy from Africa, and this cooperation will surely be discussed when the two presidents meet. India's provision of line of credit for Angola's defense modernization and assistance in ensuring food security are also likely to be discussed. With Botswana, India would look to explore the possibilities of diversifying its trade relations, which are currently dominated by diamonds and gems sector. Botswana have also indicated their readiness to collaborate with India on Project Cheetah, and it is possible that cheetahs from Botswana may soon be translocated to India. Manish Shiva, Akashvani News.
Jamaica and Cuba have thanked India for standing with them after Hurricane Melissa tore through the Caribbean, leaving widespread destruction and a rising death toll. India has sent humanitarian relief support to the two countries to accelerate recovery efforts following Hurricane Melissa. Leaders and foreign ministries from both nations highlighted India's medical help, equipment and humanitarian supplies, describing the support as timely and deeply valued. Jamaica's Foreign Minister Kamina Smith and Permanent Secretary Ambassador Sheila Seeley Monteith welcomed the assistance and expressed gratitude to the government and people of India for the donations. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar in a social media post said India stands in solidarity with the people of Jamaica in these testing times, as it has done before. The ambassador of Cuba to India, Juan Carlos Marsan, in a social media post expressed appreciation for the assistance reaching affected provinces. Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal today reaffirmed commitment to Australia for the early conclusion of a balanced and mutually beneficial comprehensive economic cooperation agreement between the two countries. He said this during bilateral discussion with Australian Minister for Trade and Tourism Dawn Farrell and Minister for Skills and Training Andrew Giles in Melbourne, Australia. The Commerce and Industry Ministry said the discussions focused on unlocking the full potential of the India-Australia Economic Partnership, including a CECA between the two nations. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be on a two-day visit to Bhutan from the 11th of this month. During his stay, Mr. Modi and King of Bhutan, Jigme Khesar Namgyel Wangchuk, will inaugurate the 1,020-megawatt Punat Sangchu 2 hydroelectric project. The project is jointly developed by India and Bhutan. The Prime Minister will attend the celebrations dedicated to the 70th birth anniversary of 4th King of Bhutan, Jigme Singye Wangchuk, and also meet his counterpart, Tshering Tobgay. Mr. Modi will participate in the Global Peace Prayer Festival and offer prayers to the holy relics at Tashi Chozong in Thimphu. Meanwhile, the sacred relics of Lord Buddha reached Bhutan today for an 11-day public exposition. Social Justice and Empowerment Minister Dr. Virendra Kumar-led delegation carried these relics on an Indian Air Force aircraft from the Palam Air Base. The Ministry of Culture said the exposition is part of the Global Peace Prayer Festival. India's Minority Affairs Minister Kiren Rijiju arrived in Jeddah to sign the bilateral Hajj agreement with Saudi Arabia and review preparations for Hajj next year. In a social media post, Mr. Rijiju said he is looking forward to discussions aimed at strengthening cooperation on Hajj management. This is Akashvani giving you the world news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our X handle at AIR News Alerts, and for details of stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in and download News on AIR app. Russia launched a barrage of drones and missile attacks in Ukraine, killing 10 people and damaging major energy infrastructure facilities. 28 people are reported to be injured in these strikes. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said Russia had launched more than 450 drones and 45 missiles. Meanwhile, Russia's Ministry of Defense said its air defenses had shot down 2 guided aerial bombs and 178 unmanned aerial vehicles launched by Ukrainian forces. Russia has voiced deep concern over U.S. President Donald Trump's statement on the possible resumption of nuclear testing. Russian ambassador to the UN, Vasily Nebenzia, described Mr. Trump's remarks as a serious comment with uncertain consequences. He said President Vladimir Putin has convened a meeting of Russia's Security Council to assess the situation, stressing that such developments must be taken seriously. Afghanistan has accused Pakistan's military of pursuing anti-Afghanistan policies and attempting to create tensions through manufactured pretexts. In a statement, Taliban spokesperson Zabiullah Mujahid said some Pakistani military factions view Afghanistan's stability against their interests, having long benefited from its past instability. Meanwhile, 6 civilians were killed and 5 others injured after Pakistani forces struck 3 homes in Spinboldak district of Kandahar province. Local media reported that artillery and mortar shells hit residential and commercial areas, damaging businesses and homes. In Turkey, a devastating fire at a perfume warehouse in northwestern part of the country killed 6 people. The blaze erupted this morning in the Mimar Sinan neighborhood of Dilovasi, Kocaeli province. Governor Ilhami Akhtar said 5 people were hospitalized, including 1 person in critical condition at a burns unit. In Dhaka, violent clashes erupted today between police and thousands of protesting teachers, leaving at least 120 people injured. In a major escalation of ongoing agitation, government primary school teachers have announced a nationwide work abstention from tomorrow, demanding urgent reforms in pay and promotion structures. The final cricket T20 match between India and Australia at the Gabba in Brisbane was abandoned due to rain today, giving India a 2-1 series victory. Before play was halted, India reached 52 without loss with Shubman Gill on 29 and Abhishek Sharma on 23. Abhishek was named player of the series. With the result, India extended their 17-year unbeaten streak in T20I series against Australia. Indian shooter Ravinder Singh clinched the gold medal in the men's 50-meter pistol event at the ISSF World Championships in Egypt. With a brilliant score of 569, Ravinder outshone his rivals to take the top spot on the podium. And now, before we close, here are the highlights of the bulletin. President Draupadi Murmu departs on a week-long state visit to 2 African nations of Angola and Botswana. Jamaica and Cuba thank India for sending humanitarian relief support following devastation caused by Hurricane Melissa. Russia launches fresh drone and missile attacks on Ukraine, killing 10 people and damaging major energy infrastructure facilities. Afghanistan accuses Pakistan's military of pursuing anti-Afghanistan policies and attempting to create tensions through manufactured pretexts. And India win T20 International Cricket Series against hosts Australia 2-1. 5th and final match in Brisbane abandoned due to rain. That concludes tonight's World News. For more updates, stay tuned to Akashvani. Good night.